Hello, Magic fans. So, this is Wella, but that's not my usual intro. But this episode is special because I actually have Daniil with me.
Hi.
She not in person. We're just on a video call, so she can watch and
Social
comment on
distancing.
this. Yeah. Social distancing measures are still in place. Not to mention heavy traffic, and it's still a weekday, so we'll be playing together over the weekend. But for now, we couldn't wait till the weekend to open this box because this box is special, and this episode is
Why is it
special.
special?
This was sent to me by Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering APAC. So you'll find the details to their page in the description. I've posted it below, and yeah. So that's the first time we're doing sort of sponsored content on this channel. So please forgive me if I don't say the right words or terms that other YouTubers are doing. But yeah, if you do like what we open here or watching us open these packs and you want to open packs of your own and play them or for your own collection, head on over to the nearest magic store near you. And I've also posted the link to the Magic the Gathering store locator in the not in the comments, in the description. So just feel free to do it after watching this video. Okay, so let's get started. So this is, by the way, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. This is the latest set in the latest standard set in Magic the Gathering. This releases next week, July 23rd, and the pre-release parties are actually happening this weekend. So you could grab your PR kits, play some draft if it's already allowed in where you are.
Or you could actually play online because I think Wizards of the Coast has been doing some interesting things about the pre-release parties where you just need to get a kit and then you can play remotely paper Magic, via webcam.
Yeah, like for example, some of our local game stores are selling like your take-home PR pre-release pods where you get 8 PR kits and then you get draft boosters for the prices and then you get promo packs as well. So you could play with your friends at home or over a spell table or Discord. And then there's also Magic the Gathering MTG Arena. It's already out. I haven't played it yet. I've been busy all week, but I think Daniil had already tried it.
Yeah, I played a few games. It's very fun to play. The themes are quite different compared to the previous sets.
Yeah.
So it's a different experience, and you really feel that maybe if you have experience playing Dungeons and Dragons or you've heard about it before, that some of the concepts are reminiscent of maybe playing an actual Dungeons and Dragons game.
I'm really excited to try that. I think I only ever played Dungeons and Dragons game once, but I did read Dragonlance and Forgotten Realms, so I know Drist. I was so excited to see his card. I was surprised that he was green-white. I don't know, he's more maybe black-white to me, but then it's still fine. And Gwenvivor, I wished he was black, so it's weird seeing him as a green creature. Well, it's fine. So anyway, let's get started. I didn't really watch or check the spoilers a lot. I prefer seeing most of the cards, when it comes out. So this will be my first time seeing these cards that we open here. So this is set booster box. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was going to say Andrew wanted to join us for this video, but unfortunately he has to bring baby Ragavan to the clinic for a checkup.
His baby his wife just gave birth a couple of days ago, and he wanted to open some booster packs and was hoping for Ragavan. It was like not a good idea. Unless you wanna name your baby Ragavan. It's like, I got Ragavan. He came out, and the nurse would be like, "Oh, what a cute name." Anyway, so what's in a set booster? Let's see. It usually says that here.
It's 30 booster packs, right? In the set booster box.
Yeah, so there's 30 set booster packs. Oh, here it is. May contain these AFR cards. 1 to 358 includes a combination of 1 to 4 cards of rarity, rare, or higher, and 1 art card. Also includes a combination of 7 to 10 uncommon and common, max of 7 maybe uncommon, and 1 land card. 1 non-art card and non-land card of any rarity is foil, so that's the wild card. Foil mythic borderless planeswalker in less than 1% of the boosters. Foil stamped signature art card replaces art card in 5% of set boosters. List card in 25% of set boosters. Okay, so let's get started. It feels pretty thin to me. Or maybe I just got used to opening Modern Horizons 2 set boosters. Do they have more cards?
Or collector boosters.
Yeah, or collector boosters. So normally I prefer collector boosters.
I see the first the art card. They have something new for the art cards this time, where if it's a creature or character from D&D, they made it to include some of the stats. So if you're actually playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons and you wanted to refer to these creatures, you actually can use the art card as a reference.
Cool.
I think they're pretty nice, right?
Yeah. Are they gonna be used in the game as well?
No, they're not going to be used in the game. But if you're
cool.
playing some Dungeons and Dragons, it's a nice something to put in your binder.
Yeah, very nice touch. I love it. Yeah. Oh wow! And the basic land has flavor text. Alarm by the news you brought. The Stormshine King of Maelstrom has called this. Okay, I love reading flavor text because usually that's what gets me to read the whole story. And I like imagining the story behind it. So there's been some really catchy ones. Okay, so here's our first card. It's this is the showcase art. So it looks like a page of a dungeon rulebook. Am I right? Dungeons and Dragons rulebook.
Yeah, I think that's what they wanted to show, like the classic rule books where you'd see some of the ink art for the characters. So I think that's what they were trying to go for, and based on some comments from people I know who used to play D&D, I think they like this art treatment.
Yeah, it looks cool. Okay, so that's a common clattering skeletons. So let's set that aside. I really love this basic land.
The foiling is also quite nice for the basic lands.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is nice. You can see it, right?
Yes, and I wanted to say that the flavor text for the basic lands could also be something that you use if you're playing D&D to start your adventure. So it's like setting the scene of where your party is going, right? If you had a collection of them, so you can like choose your adventure sort of for that play date, based on maybe which basic land you draw.
Yeah, all right. Now I'm interested in Dungeons and Dragons. Maybe we should play a game one day. Okay, so
I think our local game store might be trying to organize some D&D in the future, like to introduce players to that.
This is definitely a good way to get into it, and probably for Dungeons and Dragons players to get into Magic cards as well. So I hope some D&D players are watching this video too. So anyway, here's our 3 uncommon cards. Price of Loyalty, Unexpected Windfall, Improvised Weaponry. I'm not gonna read all the flavor text anymore because the video might take us all day if I do, so I'll read them later.
There seems to be a lot of, I think, interesting removal for red. They're all damage based, but I think something like they did for this set is to give you the ability to add a treasure token. So for example, it deals 2 damage, but then you create a treasure token. So the casting cost is 2 and a red instead of usually it might be 1 and red for the same ability, but then you get a treasure token, so
Yeah.
it'll sort of ramp you for the next turn.
Yeah. So this is like unexpected windfall. This is like fateless looting, except it comes with it's 4 to cast and it comes with 2 tokens.
Right. Yeah, so I think there's a couple of cards, I think, in red and black that has a similar type of effect because they have a treasure sub-theme for those colors.
Okay. Do we have like okay? Let's hope we get that. So this one, so a lot of the cards here. So I read the FAQs, the release notes, and a lot of the cards would instruct you to roll a die. So here's one of them. No, it doesn't really let you roll a die, but it triggers when you roll a natural 20. Okay, goes returns from your graveyard. Pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, I actually played an arena game where one of the red rares lets you roll another die if you do roll a 20. So I was able to, I think, in arena roll 3 20s
Wow.
consecutively.
How lucky
It
are
could
you?
probably have gone on, but then the opponent quit after he saw the third 20. I probably would also, if you see somebody just rolling and
Yeah.
kept getting 20s.
Yeah. How lucky was that?
That was kind of pretty fun, right?
Maybe you should be the one opening this box. Okay, so here's our first rare. It's Den of the Bugbear. That's so cute. If you control 2 or more other lands, okay, it enters the battlefield tapped. So that means if you control less, it's untapped. Okay, so it's a man land. All right. Old.
Yep,
Noble.
I think there's a cycle, one for each color in rare
Okay.
for this set.
All right.
I think the red one seems particularly nice. It doesn't. I think it will still go in your typical aggro red decks. It
Oh, yeah.
won't, if
Yeah.
if you based on the restrictions of it coming into play tap,
Yeah.
it'll still be on
Yeah, because
on ramp, I think.
Yeah, because usually
for the
aggro
deck.
decks, yeah, they wouldn't, they rarely reach 3-4 lands. So yeah, this would
Yep.
work. So here's our first dragon and mythic, Old Gnawbone. When a creature control deals create that many. Okay, so there's a lot of cards here that create treasure tokens and make use of treasure tokens, or I mean, kind of give an
Yep.
additional effect if you use treasure tokens. Foil rare Orb of Dragonkite. The foiling is nice, but then this is printed in Japan, so yeah, that's expected. The printers in Japan have kind of
This is
lighter foiling.
Is this the card that has a special version for Japan that has onigiri in them?
Oh, is this it? I want that.
I think that's the one.
onigiri.
Yeah, super cute.
Yeah, I saw that. It is super cute. I hope we could get our hands on some before they run out. Okay, so and then this is it's AFRSEA is black. Okay. At least it's black.
Very
in the
first
art.
pack.
Yeah.
So
I
it
love
means you have to
Glenvivor.
build the deck around Drist.
Yeah, I love Glenvivor. He's just sort of familiar, and
Is he a legendary token?
he should be. Yeah, he's a legendary token
Alright.
creature. Cat.
You sort of kind of wish that you could have like 10 of them.
Well, we could. Maybe he has that ability that I think he kind of has that ability that kind of makes the opponent see several copies of him. So why not? I want.
Yep.
He's 4/1 with
Yeah.
trample.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have our first gold stamped card art. This is Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. Sounds like a tongue twister. Hobgoblin Bandit. Oh, Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. Okay. Alright, and a swamp, not a foil. Also comes with flavor text. Pixie Guide. So that's grant an advantage. Okay. So this is where you roll an extra die and you ignore the lowest roll. Okay. How do I organize these? I don't know. Let's just put it here. So we have plummet. Okay. I like this. Eyes of the Beholder. Target creature gets -11 until end of turn. I wonder why 11. There's probably something.
Maybe it's, I don't know if related to the beholders, but
Yeah.
it is a high casting cost, so I think it might be better in sealed
Yeah.
than if you're playing
Oh,
draft.
In sealed, yeah, just in
Yep.
sealed. But yeah, so
Yeah.
these are one of the cards to look out for when you're drafting. Room abilities of dungeons you own trigger an additional time. That's cool. Hama Pashar. So we haven't seen a dungeon
There's
yet.
I think for white and black there is a dungeon sub theme. Also, I think for blue and white. So if you had that card and specifically the triggers that let you draw
Yeah.
cards or create treasure, scry, I think that's a good idea. If you get the trigger twice, then you get twice as much advantage.
Yeah.
I don't know how good a dungeon themed deck would be in maybe standard if you were really going to construct the deck based on the mechanic, but it seems like an interesting idea.
Yeah, and I haven't seen all the dungeons yet, but are all the triggers good for the owner? Because I've seen
There's one dungeon where it causes both players to lose life.
Okay.
So I think we'll see them later.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get some of the tokens, and then we can take a look later.
Yeah, let's open a few more packs. There's none here, but yeah, love the art. Bard class. So this is an enchantment class. So when you play this, it only has the first ability, but you could pay. You activate it as a sorcery. You could pay to get to level 2, and then pay another 3 colorless red green to get to level 3, and then the effect gets added on to the original.
Yeah, I think these are pretty cool. It reminds me of those level up creatures from before.
From Zendikar. Yep.
Right. Yeah, and these will stick around because they're enchantments. They're probably more difficult to remove.
Yeah.
There are specific classes that will work very well in the types of decks that you're building. I can even see a few that I'd probably put in my commander decks.
Yeah.
So, like for example, the Druid class, it's probably going to be a good addition to a landfall type of commander deck.
Okay. Oh wow, I love this art. Who is it? Cloister Gargoyle. It's like a drone.
It's a 0/4 white gargoyle that'll get an ability after you complete a dungeon.
Hey, cool. So we have a mimic here. So it's a real card. Sacrifice.
Yes.
That's the one that we got from.
I like especially this showcase art for mimic.
Yeah.
And if you see it in foil, it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, okay. Let's hope we get some foil showcase here. I see maybe a borderless card at the back. Sorry, I really like peeking. Anyway, so here we have Mimic. I guess that's the guy. And that's really cool. And let's get to the rares. Oh, Yuan-Ti Fangblade. Sorry, I like the art. Because since there's a lot of characters. Oh, okay. It's a showcase.
Oh, it's a showcase.
Nice.
How do you find these showcase lands?
Well, they don't look like magic cards to me, but I don't care. I like
they
them.
look like a cover of a module for I guess the old Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
And they said that you'll see for specific, it'll include like text telling you for levels blah 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 in the module. So if depending on the rarity of the land, that changes.
Okay.
For example, it's a common land. The level requirement is lower based on the text for the showcase art. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
That's cool. I like it. I usually like the borderless cards. So
I find I want to collect the showcase versions just to put in the binder.
Yeah.
And I think they'll look really nice.
Yeah. So Tennille here just got a binder like a few weeks ago, finally.
Yeah.
And the first thing she placed in her binder was the what do you call those cards from the draft boosters in Zendikar and Zendikar Rising and Kaldheim?
Yeah,
where
like
the blank ones.
like the MDFC cards.
Yeah, yeah. The blank cards where you could
The
write the
blank
name
cards.
of the modal double-faced card. Because
Yeah.
there's a hidden artwork, right, when you combine the cards together. So she got herself a 9-pocket binder so she could so she could collect
Yeah.
them and see the art. So we have another. So I guess every pack has this card. I don't know. Is it called Showcase?
I think that's the showcase version, right? Because every set has a different treatment for
Yeah.
showcase cards.
But this is also Showcase?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So
It's
I always
it's like a different version for the lands compared to everything else.
okay.
Only the lands have the like a booklet module treatment. I
Okay.
think.
I really like the I really get confused about the labelings. Extended art, borderless, showcase.
Oh, nice.
Circle
rare.
of Dream.
I want a copy of that.
Okay.
The Gaia's
Yeah.
Gaia's Cradle
Yeah.
creature.
Yeah.
It would be perfect for my elf ball deck.
Tennille has like 100 commander decks.
No, I have like
Maybe 20.
3, and then all of the precons.
Yeah. Okay, see if you add them up, they'll probably be 30, 40, 50.
Probably because just this year we've gotten 12, 13
Yeah.
commander precons. Like two for. Oh no, I mean I was counting Zendikar, but
This is
yeah,
beautiful.
2 for Kaldheim, 5 for Strixhaven, and 4 for AFR.
Wow, love the art. Wow, the artwork is really good. Okay, Meteor Swarm, Volo, Guide to Monsters, and a foil.
I've heard of Volo. I haven't read. I think there was a book or something with Volo as a character for Forgotten Realms.
I haven't read it. I just read the, or maybe I did. I only read the.
I've heard of his
Risk
name
series.
before. I mean, as a character, not as a magic card.
Okay.
And he also looks like an interesting legendary to build a deck around for Commander.
What does he do? Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type, okay. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature control. I got lost.
Yeah, it's just
like
that when you're building a deck, you kind of want to use different creature types. Is basically
Got it. Okay.
what you want to do.
Okay.
Instead of like focusing on the name of a creature, you
So-
probably want to focus on the creature type and then use a lot of different ones.
So he's like the anti-tribal.
Yep, exactly.
So here's Cave of the Frost Dragon. Love the artwork. Flames. Owlbear. Oh, that's so cute. It's a bird bear. Oh,
Yep.
I love it. Okay.
Have you seen the plush for Owlbear? they released
They
a
did.
cute plush toy for Owlbear.
I want
Not
one.
related to AFR, but
Oh,
it's super
okay.
cute.
Okay. What is Owlbear a character in a D&D?
Well, I guess it's a creature
Okay.
that you can meet when you do an adventure.
Okay. I want one. U1T. I think we saw that. We saw her earlier, or I saw her earlier. I don't remember where.
If it attacks alone, then it can't be blocked, right? And then it
Yeah.
ventures into the dungeon.
Yeah.
So it's for your if you're building a dungeon specific deck,
Mm.
then it's sort of a good idea. I played it in Arena, and
cool.
that's why I am familiar with the card. I
Cool.
forgot that it had to attack alone. I attacked
Oh.
with somebody else, and they killed it.
Oh.
So you also have to be careful when you're playing,
Yeah.
especially those types of abilities.
Yeah, a lot
Sometimes
of-
you forget.
A lot of the abilities in the recent sets have those conditional ones. Like I lost a lot of games because of those activated abilities that had a text at the end that says you can only activate as a sorcery.
Right.
And
Yeah, so it's important to read your cards again, just to
Yeah.
make sure that you know that these are only activated as source. I think in this set also there's a couple of especially the abilities that let you venture into the dungeon. Some of the artifacts or cards, they only let you activate those abilities as sorceries, so you can't do it at the end of your opponent's turn. So you have to plan for, okay, I'm doing a venturing deck, I want to venture into dungeon, but I have to do it on my turn.
So here we have long rest. They're in a tavern, and Westgate region. Discard. Okay, it has ward. I think looks good. Yeah, because it has ward. So it's like and it's not like Sendry Vampire, but he has ward at least. And our second list card, Belfry Spirit. Okay, first time seeing this. I guess they changed the.
I've gone against that creature, the vampire one, and it like grew into a 16/16.
Oh, wow, and wow, extended art Black Dragon or borderless Black Dragon. That's cool, and it's only an uncommon. Okay.
Yep. There's I think there's a cycle of dragons at uncommon.
Okay, got it. So this is green dragon, but he has.
We do need to have dungeons and dragons in.
Yeah. So how many dragons does this set have? Do you know? Acererak, the Arc Lich. Okay. We got a lot of mythics already, I think this is our third. Oh, wow. So this is the showcase foil. It does look good. And it's Westgate region. Oh, this is the same vampire we were talking about. And here's our first dungeon token. Okay.
Which dungeon?
Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Exile the top
Okay.
cards. So I read the FAQs, and I think the way it works, whenever you have a card that lets you venture into a dungeon, you could select any dungeon that you own, and you place your character at the entrance, and then whenever you have an effect that lets you venture into the dungeon, you move it up one level. You move it to the next room until you reach the end, and when you reach the end, the dungeon is removed from the game. So I think that's really cool. I hope they add more dungeons. I think there's only 3 right now. I read there's only 3 right now in the set. Maybe if people maybe if people like this, maybe there will be more dungeons in the future. And here's Evolving Wilds. So I remember seeing this in the spoilers, and I really love the art. I think the artist is from Indonesia, and it's a friend of one of my judge friends who lives there. So we have here adult gold dragon.
It's nice that we have so many international artists for Magic the Gathering now. I know we have a couple of artists from the Philippines, and then now, from all over Asia. That's actually very nice. Yeah. And then of course, Strixhaven, we had a separate subset of cards with Japanese artists.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, here's another dungeon. Tomb of Annihilation, or is it the same?
So that's the one that has the negative sort of abilities.
Yeah. Okay.
So they have different lengths. I think this one can be the shortest, but if you wanted to take the shortest route to the end,
right,
you have to do a lot of negative things to yourself.
Right, but then if you have life gain, that's fine, because the last room of the dungeon gives you a 4/4 legendary
4/4 death touch, right?
Ooh, yeah. Atropal, and I think we saw an Atropal card earlier. Okay.
There's a specific cards that care about this dungeon, completing this dungeon.
Yeah.
So if you haven't completed the dungeon, you have to, I think, bounce the creature back to your hand.
Got it.
Sort of thing.
Okay. Let's see.
So in specific types of decks, I think you want to build around trying to complete the dungeon very quickly.
Oh, here he is. Oh no, that's different. Okay, never mind. Maybe he's there somewhere, and maybe he's not, but that's fine. Okay, Manticore. All right. Oh, so it's a real card. Right. I got confused already. We have, oh my gosh, we have Brenner Battlehammer. So he created the Aegis Fang. I don't know if it's here in the set. He is like Wolfgar's father. I don't know if he's in the set either, but he's like he's also like a very close friend to Drist, one of the parties. He's the dwarf in the
I'm not sure if everyone from the books is in the set.
I don't think so.
Some of them might not be, or
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if some of them are in the commander deck.
Yeah, because there's
Or
parts
they're
in the
different
commander
characters,
deck
yeah.
that are not in the
I'm
main
not
set.
very familiar with the Drist books though.
Looking forward to opening the commander deck as well. I heard they're really good. Here we have Asmodeus, the Arc Fiend.
Asmodeus.
Okay. You draw a card. Okay. Interesting. Alright. So we're 30 minutes in. We finished the first 10 packs. Sorry if it's taking so long. It's my first time to see the set, and we really want to enjoy the preview.
Experience, right?
Yeah. Seeing the cards for the first time. I think that this is one of just Scimitars. Each of them has a name and an ability. This one protects him from fire, if I'm not mistaken. Tap target creature, and I think one of them glows when there are like goblins or enemies nearby. Wow. I'm gonna collect these art cards. I want gold stamp. I want gold stamped versions of these art cards. They're really nice.
I'm not even surprised.
I started collecting the art cards in Strixhaven, but not all of
Barbarian
them.
class.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Barbarian. I think it's the same.
So Barbarian class is specific for if you're playing with the dice rolling theme,
Okay, got
because you get to roll an extra die,
Yeah.
right? And then you ignore the lower result, so you
Got it.
have a better chance of getting a better effect from the cards that you're playing.
Okay, I see why they placed these effects in the barbarian class. They maybe because I guess they drink a lot, so they rely a lot on.
I kind of like the way the dice rolling mechanic works, because they're mostly positive abilities,
Yeah.
so you're not spending mana and
Right.
getting
Yeah.
a 50-50 chance of getting something bad happen
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, it's
So-
just either you get something good or you get something better, and you get
Yeah,
something.
there are some cards where they're especially good, that maybe if you roll a 1, you get a bad result.
Mm.
But then if you get a 20, you get something amazing. So I
Yeah.
think that sort of balances out. But
Yeah.
in the middle, I think they're all positive effects for you, so you don't regret spending the mana on the card.
Yeah. Or you won't regret putting it in your deck if you're playing sealed.
Right, exactly. Oh, list
Okay.
card.
Yeah, we got a list card and we have a goblin here. They actually.
Yeah, so Andrew was
fix it.
saying that he really loves opening set booster boxes because of the list card.
Yeah.
And he thinks about how the list cards that are included or added to AFR are sort of related to maybe the themes of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember in Strixhaven they placed a lot of cards that relate to studies, like professors,
Right.
learning, etc. Erratic Portal. So
Oh,
this
nice.
is our first rare card from the list. We'll put that there, and then we'll put this here. And I'll start setting aside the comments and comments because they're starting to build up. Okay. We're going a bit faster now. Oh, another gold stamp card. Wow, another great artwork. Neverwinter
Nice.
Dryad. This is nice. I've been I don't know how, but I ended up at the MTG Art Market Facebook group where the MTG artists are posting their work in paintings, either for sale or just for show, and some of them are really really good and really really expensive too. Oswald Fiddlebender. But I like how the artists can also, I mean, how the artist could also kind of do that. Hey, this is the owlbear. I like how they could, earn the extra money by selling the painting, oil painting versions of their work.
Mhm.
Maybe it's maybe someday when I'm really rich, if I ever do, I'll get one of my own. Okay, so we got Volo in showcase art, which is really nice, and yeah, a devoted paladin foil. So, but for now, all I could really do is collect
I think
these
it's
playmats.
fun, right? If you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons and you're seeing these characters
Yeah.
that you've read about in the books or seen in adventures, maybe played in the video games.
Yeah,
I think it's nice to see Magic the Gathering version of them. So
Yeah.
even if you're maybe not too into Magic, you want to build a commander deck, you can use one of the characters that you really like.
yeah,
Like maybe build a Drizzt commander deck because he's your favorite character from D&D.
yeah. Like another foil showcase card. Yeah, like Brenner here. I like reading his flavor text, and I like how his ability relates to his character in the books. So here, each creature control gets +2/+0 for each equipment attached to it, because Brenner forges, or at least he forged one of the best weapons in the game.
Oh, that's so cool.
So yeah, it relates to his character. Displacer Beast, showcase.
I think they did a good job with this set when they're doing that, like translating specific abilities from Dungeons and Dragons into Magic. I think they did a pretty good job doing that.
We have 2 Temple of the Dragon Queen in 1 pack. But that's fine. I guess that's why we don't use set boosters for draft.
That's the 3rd dungeon, right?
Yeah, it is. Lost Mine of Fandelver. So I guess Goblin.
I think all the dungeons are double-sided.
The other side is a token.
Yep. So
Got it.
for
Got it. Right. For the token that it will generate, that's it. Because here, so this is where I saw the Atropal. I thought it was a card.
Yep.
But this is it.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, that's
the
really
Atropal,
cool.
that's the only dungeon that has the token at the back of it. For the other dungeons, the token is at the back of a different dungeon.
Oh, got it. Oh, okay.
So if you're creating a goblin, the goblins are in the other dungeon, and if you're creating like skeletons, I think the other one is you create skeletons, and the skeletons
Got it.
at the back of the other dungeon.
Well, that makes
Because
sense.
you haven't finished the dungeon
Yeah,
yet,
because you don't want
so
to
you don't want to flip it back and forth.
Yeah. Well,
So
this
I
one.
thought that was also a good
Yeah.
good idea that Wizards had to
Yeah.
do it that way.
That's very insightful, very efficient as well. Because Atropal only shows up at the end of the dungeon, so rather than set it aside, then you just flip it, and there you have it. That's
Yep.
cool. So here's another artwork of Ginny Windseer. And then we have Celestial Unicorn. I know someone who would like this one in her collection. We got Treasure Chest. So, okay, sacrifice, roll a d20. Okay. Okay, so this is one where you could get a negative effect. So, you could lose 3 life, but it's just 1 out of 20, so
Right.
it's not very likely. And then, oh, wow! I like the 20. If it's an artifact card, you may put it onto the battlefield. That's pretty good.
Yeah. It'll give you an incentive to run some of the other cards like Barbarian. That'll
Yeah.
give you an extra die roll, so that there's higher chances of you getting a higher result.
Right. Yeah.
And of course, lower chances of getting a 1.
Yeah. So Arcbound Slith. Yeah, it seems like all of those effects that let you roll an additional die also lets you ignore the lowest result, I think. I could be wrong because I haven't
Yes.
seen all the cards
Yep.
yet.
They tend to let you ignore. It's it's not like you get the effect twice, but you ignore the result of the lower die.
I guess that makes sense, because if you ended up getting something lower because of that extra die roll, then it's like not an advantage. Not an advantage at all.
Exactly. Oh, first planeswalker.
And yeah, it's my first time seeing this. Grandmaster of Flowers, okay? Has 7 or more loyalty counters on him. He's a 7/7 dragon god creature with flying and wow, indestructible. Target creature without first strike, level strike, can't attack or block until your next turn. Search your library or graveyard for a card named Monk of the Open Hand, reveal it. Okay, I wonder what that card does. Good. But yeah, Grandmaster of Flowers. I don't know if he's good yet, because I don't know what that card does that he fetches. The first ability, not so much.
I'm not familiar with it also, so hopefully we see it later.
Yeah, but if he gets to 7, he's gonna be a killer in sealed, in limited, in draft, or
definitely
sealed. Okay, Cridle of Baldur's Gate. I don't know the guy, but looks good. Barrowin of Clan Undor. Paladin class. Oh.
It's sort of a semi-Lurus effect.
Yeah.
If he attacks, you can get something from your graveyard.
That's not bad. Spells your opponents cast during your turn cost 1 more to cast. I already like the first ability. Whenever you attack, until end of turn, target creature gets +1 for each other. Okay. Looks interesting.
So you'll notice that Wella likes tax decks.
No, because I have a white deck in Legacy, and so whenever I see white cards, I check if it's something that I might be able to add to my deck. And maybe I'll build a white Commander deck later on. So I just learned to play Commander like 2 months ago because of Tenio and some of the friends that we play with. And it's really, really fun. It's really, really fun when you have people to play with. Or even just one person to play against. Hive of the Eyed Tyrant, I guess this is the black land. Until end of turn. Okay. Becomes a... Okay. And the Half-Elf Monk. So this reminds me of Tanis, the Half-Elf. One of the main characters in Dragonlance. Maybe she was created in reference to him, or maybe she's a real character somewhere. Forest, Pixie Guide, Targnar, Red Dragon, and now we have the Rogue class. Okay. Whenever creature control deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of it. Okay. Creatures control have menace. I like it.
I think the blue and black, there's a sub-theme in the colors for this set where your creatures have evasion. So you kind of want the creatures to be able to hit the opponent, and you gain some advantages based on that. So I think that's why the Rogue card is particularly good in that specific deck.
Got it. I hope I see that when we play Sealed. I really like one of the other reasons why I don't watch spoilers is I like learning about the cards and the mechanics, getting a feel of them when we at the pre-release. I think it's the best way to familiarize yourself with it. But I love that we have this set booster box, kind of like a preview product. So Zariel, Archduke of Avernus. Okay. Creatures control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. Create a 1 red devil creature token. Okay, on this position. Okay. And you get an emblem with it at the first combat phase on your turn. At the end, untap target creature controlled. Oh, okay. Wow, it's a great emblem.
Double combat every combat.
Yeah. I think,
if you can get there.
I think this is playable. Would you play this in your red commander deck? I think it's...
I don't know, because I don't have a attacking matters or a creature heavy red commander deck yet. But if I do,
Maybe I should
consider
really
it.
create a Vial Smasher deck. Goblin Javelineer. Okay. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. This is the one in the art card earlier. And a foil Torgnor. And a Spellbound Dragon. From the list. That's her.
That might be one of the new additions for Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
think they had this specific one for Modern Horizons 2.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. I mean, in the list, I do remember this from
Yep.
Shards of Alara because that's when I started playing. I got a foil planes. I'm gonna collect these foil versions of these basic lands as well. They're the only ones with flavor text, so I think that's nice.
I think that's a different. It's nice, right? If
Yeah.
it's a basic land, but it's different because they have the flavor text,
Yeah,
and it makes it more interesting.
yeah, and the art is nice as well.
Yeah.
So we have here Druid class, Bag of Holding. I think this is a reprint. Instrument of
Yeah, from I think
Rewards.
M20
Yeah.
or M19. I can't
Yeah.
remember which one.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh, and a foil Druid class. Okay, hey, we're almost done. And I know it's almost an hour, so sorry for the very long video. I hope you still enjoyed it.
This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, Dragon Turtle. I hope next time we could do it in person. That's what we were originally planning, but because of COVID and really heavy traffic these days, we're just doing it remotely for now. Direwolf, Prowler, Hobgoblin Captain. Oh wow! Okay, so we got a borderless mythic dragon.
Wow.
Inferno of the Star Mounts. The spell can't be countered. I already like that from that first ability. Flying Haste gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any target. I don't know how it can become 20 that way.
You can build around it. For commander, for example, you can do a lot of maybe equipment and stuff like that. At the same time, there is, for example, there's a black. I think it's a common or uncommon in this set where if you use treasure to cast something, they get +1/+1.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So if you use those types of abilities and then maybe equipment in addition to that, it might be doable to get this to 20 power.
Right, like that
But
deck
of
of
course,
yours
that's
that killed us.
a lot of mana. A lot of mana.
But yeah, you're right. In Commander, it is possible to make that kind of mana. Like that deck of yours that killed us. You had what? Unlimited mana from that combo you had.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? If you just want an additional combo piece, deal 20 damage.
Yeah. Sphere of Annihilation. This do. Okay.
So the plus here, if you're using equipment, is you can unequip it and then equip it again, and then it goes back to 20, so you deal 20 twice.
Oh, this one?
If you use the ability to pump it up, then if you get to 20, then you'll have to go to the next turn before you can use the ability again.
Okay. Oh. Okay. It's slow, but could work. Winseer? Werewolf Pack Leader. That's cool. It's like a werewolf in mid-transformation.
Maybe it's in preparation for the next set.
Oh yeah. We're going back to
I think werewolves are going to matter much more.
Yeah. Dancing Sword and Dragon's Disciple. I love the set symbol of this.
Yes.
There. It was hard to see in the commons, but in the uncommon foil it's more evident. Wow, down to our last 2 packs. I want to open more. We'll open more next week when we get the rest of the products. Maybe we'll open some PR kits over the weekend. I love the flavor. I love the characters, and I think there's a lot of I don't know about standard yet. There's probably gonna be some decks built around some of the classes for sure, and the new mechanics, I hope. But we're already seeing a lot of cards that could be good for Commander. And we just play casual Commander, so...
Last pack?
Last pack, yeah. Shesra, Death's Whisper, wow. Love the art. And then... oh, that's cool. You come to the Knoll Camp, and then here you come to a river. So it's really like you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and you're the dungeon master. Demi-Leech.
Yep.
1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery spell you've cast this turn. Okay. Up to 1 target, you may cast a copy. You may cast. Okay. Okay, interesting. And Zombie Ogre. And that's our box. I think I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. I think Daniel enjoyed it too.
Yep. This set seems to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm excited to play it this weekend. No, I'm tempted to go and play tomorrow. I know I said I was gonna play until Sunday, but maybe I'll show up tomorrow as well. Well, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, and if you enjoy our unboxings, this is my first time to say this, feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. And then if you have any comments or suggestions for the next videos, feel free to add it to the comments. And again, like and follow the Magic the Gathering APAC page as well. The link will be in the description. And again, if you like doing this, if you want to open some packs of your own or play the set, open and play or open and collect, go to your nearest game store. If they're not accepting, if they're not doing games at the store, go and call them. You'll find them at the store locator link, which I will include in the description. And that's it. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one. Tennille, you have anything?
Nope. Thanks for watching.
Thanks
Bye.
for watching. Bye.